In 2017, as soon as I graduated, I decided it was a good idea to quit my job to become a pro Counter-Strike player. Nah, but I was serious about it. Dead serious. Like wake up, drink coffee, deathmatch till your wrist goes numb, play Face It solo until you lose your mind, repeat type of serious. I had a plan. A terrible one, but still a plan. Become as good as possible at Counter-Strike and something good might happen. But I didn't think that it will cost me my brain cells. The Delusional 5, a story about ambition, stubbornness, and a shit ton of recoil control. 2019. I was playing Counter-Strike a lot, deathmatching all night because I was pretty much addicted, grinding Face-It games with friends, losing sleep over missed shots, and occasionally raging at my mouse for having trash aim, when it's completely my fault and I knew it. To put things into perspective, I had around 7,500 hours in the game, 2,900 ELO back then. I mean, it's just another way of saying that I pretty much didn't have a life, but honestly, I loved every minute of it. I was completely hooked and invested in the game, and at the time, I could not imagine that I would do anything outside of Counter-Strike. So me and my friends created a team. We were all serious about the game. We wanted to actually get good and try to qualify for an international tournament. But there was just one problem for me. External and internal pressure. Whenever I played the game, the voices in my head gets loud. Bro, what are you doing with your time?
Can you shut up? I'm trying to focus.
Are you kidding me? How about you focus on a career or something? Having graduated from university in 2017, I felt an incredible amount of pressure to quit the game because I often felt like I was just late. For us as a team though, it was not just a game. It was a story about drive, competition, perseverance, and passion. But passion doesn't always pay the bills. So I made a decision that year. If we don't win the WSG qualifier, I'll leave the game for good. There are 64 teams competing and only 2 teams will get to go to China. And after winning 6 matches in a row, some really tough against people you might even recognize, others fairly easy, we found ourselves in the finals. And now, only one win separates us from qualifying. But it is arguably our toughest match against the highest ranked team in the qualifier. They had players that you most definitely recognize now. So it was time to step up. As soon as the game started, I was feeling every nerve. Hands shaking, legs twitching, and my mind racing. What if we lose this one? Am I really going to quit? Is this how it ends? I was frustrated, angry, and disappointed that I couldn't find my rhythm in the most important game I've ever played. I just could not get going. But my teammates did. And thanks to my teammates for stepping up when I couldn't, they clutched rounds and played beautifully to fill up my absence, and eventually we were able to win this best of 3 match, and we finished at first place in the WESG APAC Regional Qualifier, which means we're traveling to compete in a legit tournament. So we felt great. From internet cafes to an international event, it's definitely a step into the right direction. And now it's our reality and no one can take that away from us. Or that's what we thought. WESG tournaments are usually held in China, and this LAN was supposed to start at the 16th of February. So we had time to prepare, time to fix our mistakes, and time to come up with new strats. But around 2 weeks before the tournament, something weird happened. We received an email from officials that said the tournament is cancelled. And the reason is some virus? What? So I rushed to understand what's this virus thing in China, and I found out that all flights to China are cancelled, and there is actually a serious pandemic happening in the world.
There ain't no time to do the dishes. There ain't no time to pay my dues. There ain't no time to find that silver line.
So, from traveling to compete to making coffee in your kitchen and being stuck in a room. From this could be the start of something good to this is the end. The contrast was too much. And it was at that moment where I decided to move on, because sometimes the best you can do is to just move on and not get stuck in the what ifs and the could have beens. You just gotta let go and look ahead and tell yourself, okay, let's see what happens next. And this is not just about Counter-Strike. You know what I mean, right? So let's jump back to the last chapter and see what actually happened next. All right. The thing that I also knew how to do besides playing the game was making videos. So I pursued filmmaking and took it seriously. Started learning about shooting, lighting, editing, sound design, coloring, and everything that has to do with videos. I had to pour the obsession somewhere else. So I met new people and worked on really cool video projects creating videos. And although I was doing good and getting paid for something I was good at, a lot of the time I actually felt lost. On the outside, everything was great, but on the inside, I knew something was missing. Like I was going through someone else's journey and not my own. Because the only reason why I ever learned how to make videos was to create a video of my own. That's why I decided to make a change and merge my main interests together and start this YouTube channel. Because honestly, I've been wanting to do YouTube for 11 years now. I mean, yeah, literally 11 years.